Hi, today we're here with Michael Fisher, Executive Director of the Broadview Christian Science Nursing Facility, about their installation of 1,441 solar panels. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So, Michael, tell me a little bit about how it came to you to do solar and a little bit about the process that you guys went through to decide to do solar.
Sure. Well, it started with, I've got two church members who put solar on their roofs. And then one of those was the president of our board at church, and he decided to investigate that for the church. So I said, well, why don't we take a look at that for Broadview? And we did. We interviewed about 6 to 8 solar installation companies. And as we went through that process of trying to select a company, for us, a significant concern was how much it was going to cost. We looked at proposals from less than 50% of our electrical needs up to about 100%. The one we went with was 93%. This system will cover 93% of our electrical needs.
That's fantastic.
And it is, it's great. And so as we looked at that again with the cost, we found a couple companies that were willing to offer a lease option. So we own the land. Broadview's owned the land since they've been here. They bought the land in the mid-30s, opened Broadview in 1947. So we own the land, it's been vacant. We actually looked at, with each company, or at least 5 companies, we had them do an analysis of our roof to see if it could be put there. It was too shady, we didn't have a large enough room for this size system, and also the roof has been there for a while, and I didn't want to put the weight on the roof. And there's pipes and things running exterior, so it really wasn't a suitable location. So we talked about putting it on the hillside. My hope was actually it wouldn't go so far up on the hillside, but because it's a steep hill, and the sun comes up from one side, the east, you have to have the panels sufficiently far enough apart that they don't shade one another either from a east to west direction or from a south to north direction.
Sure, that's very important.
Yeah.
So shade is one of the major deciders on whether you can actually install solar.
It is, it is. So that had to do with how much land we had to use. They actually moved it back a bit when they found they could get them a little bit closer together than their first plan. But our decision was, first, we found a program that was affordable for us. I took it to the board. The board approved it because of 2 reasons. One, over the long haul, we're going to save some money. We're going to freeze our electrical rates right now, at least for the short term. And also, we felt it was a good thing to do. It's in keeping with the spirit of clean energy. We wanted to cut our carbon footprint, and if we can do this, we'd like to do it.
Well, I have a question about your investment.
Sure.
So a lot of solar systems really, the decision, bottom line, is the return on investment, the
Right,
ROI.
right,
So can you tell us a little about what that came out to be for you?
Well, in our case, we have a 12-year payback on it. So after 12 years, we will be paid for all of our portion of the investment, and then the last 8 years is a minor maintenance cost, but that's when the return on investment begins.
Great, thanks. And speaking of maintenance, since you have a lease, I assume
Yes.
that SolarMax is doing the maintenance on the system. Is that on top of the monthly charge? Is that part of your...
The lease agreement includes that, but the last 14 years of the lease are very small charges, so that's a minor cost to the system.
What is your wattage on this system?
Well, it's a 265 kW system.
So 265,000 watts.
That's right, 265,000
per hour.
watts. I think it's per... Yeah, it
It's
is per hour
hour.
that you're getting the sunshine.
The kilowatt hour.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
So tell us about your facility a little bit and how many people you serve and why do you need so much power? That's a lot of power. That's enough to do like 1,000 homes or something.
Yes, we have 39 rooms. Our occupancy is usually around 25 or so. But we're open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, every single day, every single moment. So we have electrical needs throughout the day,
Right.
every day. Good.
Thank you so much. I
Okay.
appreciate your time. Well, let's go up to Solar Ray and talk some more.
To finish the project, DWP is going to come out and put in a telephone pole to run the high voltage to our new transformer, which is right over here. When they put the transformer in, then a new electrical box comes in. The panels are already wired from the hillside to the Saticon Inverter over here. So once DWP does their work, that's when we'll be ready to fire this up.
Okay, ready?